Hello and glad you could join us once more on the three-day edition of the weather forecast. After the respite we had from dust within the past few days, we see a return of dust haze into the country. This satellite imagery shows us the picture as at Wednesday afternoon. The peak coloration over Niger Republic shows us dust just breathing down on the northern part of the country. As at Thursday, we see that this dust has come into the country and is hovering over parts of the central states, from this coloration over Benue State, the Federal Capital Territory, parts of Niger, and much of the northern states. Horizontal visibilities are already poor. It's about 3,500 meters over the Federal Capital Territory as at this morning. For the rest of Thursday, we expect dust haze to prevail over much of the northern part of the country and parts of the central states. Down south, we expect increased cloudiness as we have moist winds feeding in and giving cloudy conditions, and with some prospects of isolated thunderstorms before the end of the day over the coastal parts of the southeast and parts of the southwest. For temperatures, they are actually on the high side and bringing so much discomfort over parts of the country. Just to give you an idea, we expect maximum temperatures to hit 40 degrees Celsius over Port Harcourt. That's quite high. 40 degrees over Ogun State, over Enugu, 41 over Benue State, over Kogi, over the Federal Capital Territory. These temperatures are actually quite high for this period of the year. Further north, temperatures are in the mid to upper 30s, not as high as what we have over the central states. And with the dust that just come in, we expect the temperatures to dip slightly over much of the northern states. For the air quality, we expect the air quality to be unhealthy over most of the northern region. To the southwest, we expect it to be unhealthy for sensitive groups. As we get into day 2 of our forecast, we expect dust haze to prevail over much of the north. Thick dust haze, that is, and we could see some horizontal visibilities as low as 1,000 meters plus minus. And depending on the severity, it also may pose some challenges to flight operations. Over the central state, we expect horizontal visibilities to also be poor, as we also expect more dust to filter into parts of the central states. However, down south, we equally expect moisture to keep coming in, and we expect increased cloudiness for this day, extending up to parts of the central states. It's good to point out that the southern parts of the central states, speaking about places like Benue State, like Kogi, and parts of Kwara, we expect increased cloudiness on this day over this region, with very slim prospects of some isolated thunderstorms over this region. But down south, we expect isolated thunderstorms to affect the southeast, the inland areas of the southeast, and parts of the southwest. Temperatures for day 2 should still stay high. We expect temperatures to be within the boundary of 40 degrees Celsius for the coastal parts and parts of the inlands of the south, extending to the central states. For the north, we expect temperatures to dip slightly. They're still in their upper 30s, but we expect them to be less severe, less harsh than what there would be for Thursday. And for the air quality for day 2, we also expect air quality to be unhealthy across much of the northern part of the country, and down south we expect it to be unhealthy for the sensitive groups. As we get to day 3 of our forecast, we still expect dust haze to prevail over the northern part of the country and over the central part of the country, but we expect the horizontal visibilities to improve slightly. It will not be as bad as what we expect for Friday, but we still expect it to be within the neighborhood of 2 to 5 kilometers over the north and parts of the central states. We also expect increased cloudiness down south and parts of the central state. Now, despite the fact that we have dust coming into the country, our winds at the lower level, the 925 hectopascal level, shows us moist winds feeding as far as the central states. And for this day, there are possibilities of some isolated thunderstorms extending up to parts of the Federal Capital Territory, up to parts of Nasarawa, and the southern parts of Kaduna State. It will be interesting to see how this plays out, but we'll bring you more updates as things unfold. For the temperature for this day, we expect temperatures to still stay somewhat within the same bound, but drop slightly. We see temperatures over the central states dipping down now from 41 and going to 40 and 39 degrees Celsius. Across the north, we expect temperatures to be in their upper 30s, but we also expect some respite from the heat over the northern part of the country. For the south, until the energy that has come in is shared, we may not get much respite from the heat that is already there. And for the air quality for this third day, we expect it to be quite unhealthy for over the northern part of the country and unhealthy for sensitive groups to the southern part of the country. And that's our forecast from this, and thank you for watching, and see you again.